Yeah. I wanna know what's on your mind. Tell me now, don't waste no time. I'm tryna tell you, you can lean on me. Oh, I can see it in Hanks and B. Good game and it's coming free. Ain't not a dime, no tax, no fees. Dio shade, you a Christian, I see. That's at the mall, everything on me. His and hers, 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 his and hers. Got your wants and all that you need. If you can see, then you can believe. I wouldn't leave even if I was street.
Disappointment, failure, hopelessness are part of our life. A person who has never faced these things have never really known the meaning of this life.
What's good, you guys? It's your girl, Amina Benton.
It's your boy, Ye Hanks, your neighborhood favorite comedian. You're tuning in to His
and Hers Podcast. Welcome back to another episode 23.
Yes,
Jordan,
yeah, baby.
The GOAT.
I mean, Jordan episode. I'm sorry, not Jordan, yeah, Jordan episode. Yeah. Damn, Jordan, it was 3 years ago, wasn't it? Damn.
Yeah.
I remember those times.
Shoot. And speaking of those times, we talking about our failures in our 20s.
Yeah.
And listen. This week's episode, we discuss failures that we may face in our 20s, things we regret, mental health, and how to deal with disappointments and failures. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Because this is a topic I think I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. We all need it because it's really not. Let's hear the question. Talk to me.
First and foremost, this is like open discussion talk.
So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get it.
So where did you expect yourself to be at 26? When you were 18 years old, freshly graduating from high school, where did you expect to be at 26?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Of course we had dreams, right?
Yeah.
But reality, I didn't really know. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Honestly, I knew as a kid that I wanted to be on TV. I knew I wanted to be like entertainment world. Like the TV always grabbed my attention. So I always wanted to be on TV. I just didn't know how to get there. So you know how most people who are 18 years old, they know like, oh, I'm gonna go to this school, I'm gonna go to this school, I'm gonna go here. To get to that, I didn't know. So to be honest, I didn't really know. I know someday I will be where I want to be. I will be the successful guy that I know I wanted to be as a kid. But that's because now I realize what I want to do and how I'm gonna get there. So at 18, I really didn't know, honestly. Yeah. What about you?
I didn't know. Actually, at 18, I was lost. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And the little girl dreams kind of started to fade away. As a kid, I wanted to do a lot. I wanted to be a pediatrician at one point. I wanted to be an author at one point. I wanted to be a teacher at one point. I wanted to act at one point. I wanted to be a radio host. I wanted to do so much. Like, I wanted my playing field to be large. Like, I wanted to be allowed to do every and anything that was possible. As I grew older and life happened and my teenage years came and hit me, I think one thing for sure, I've learned to go with the flow, right? So 18 for me was figuring out. Like, I think at that point in time, I was kind of in between whether I wanted to do radio or whether I wanted to teach or work with kids. And I ended up just picking the radio route. Went to college, but before I even went to college, I took a year off. So I didn't go straight from high school to college. So yeah, I kind of just chilled. Went into college after my year. I went to the college. I didn't go to the college I wanted to go to, but I went to a college that was good when it came to mass communications, radio broadcasting, and all of the above. So that part I don't regret at all. My decision on doing radio, it's nothing I regret because it actually helps me with what we're doing now.
I like working.
Yeah, because in the midst of trying to get that degree, I was questioning it because my passion for children started to overpower my hobby and my feel for radio. And so I kind of was just like trying to just question life in general and just where I really wanted to go at 18. Like
I think that's what a lot of us do though. Or a lot of kids even now for real. Like at 18, they don't really know. They just out there. Like even like with the college thing. Like I ain't took a year off. I went straight into community college, but the college I wanted to go to was FSL University, and it's good with editing, cameras, and like acting. It gets you into what you want to do. But of course, when I called them, the price was like, and granted, you get your degree, a bachelor's degree, in 2 years, but you go into school throughout the whole year for 2 years straight. But you working with like I remember Googling them and all that. Like they had people who graduated who helped do Saw on the movie Saws. They helped with the NBA Finals. So it was like you get that experience under your belt. And like I said, as a kid, I always wanted to be like, I was always entertaining as a kid. So as a kid, I always, but TV, I always like, yo, I want to be on TV one day. I want to see myself on a TV screen. So it's like, I always knew, I just didn't know how to get there. That was my biggest thing coming out of high school. And like, I remember one of my homeboys, shout out Dennis, you know what I'm saying? He told me and my homeboy Fat, he was like, yo, when y'all graduate, life gonna smack the shit out of you. Because he graduated 2 years before us. And he didn't know what he was doing. And he had finally got to the service and all that. But he was telling us real early, you know, us being kids, like, man, we good, nigga. Like, fat about I'm going to college, get his bachelor's degree and all that. But at that time, even Fat in college, he was like how B was. Like, she was like, I don't really know why I'm here I'm here just to be.
I'm here just literally. College was like that for me.
Yeah, so he was like, around. He didn't really, plan around. But like I said, she graduated, of course. So it's like, I didn't, of course, let y'all know. So it's like, but with me for real, I always like knew like I was the one. Like I just didn't, like I said, I just didn't know how to get it. Now at this age now for real,
you ever thought about going back to school?
Yeah, I actually, that's great that you said that, because my goal is to go back to school to get my degree in business. Reason being is
associates or bachelor's?
No, my bachelor's. I want to go 4 years to get my bachelor's in business. Reason why is because business management. I want to learn how to run businesses because I always want to be an entrepreneur too. So it was more so even when it came to the inside of the entertainment world, just knowing that, because like I tell everybody, school is not for everybody, and school is not what you need to succeed in life, but it's more so school gives you the inside of the business world, meaning like when you go in there with them big time people and all that, certain words they might use or certain things they might say or use, you will know from going to school. You won't know that from being out in the streets. Now, life is the best teacher. That's my saying. Life is the best teacher in the world. But that school, you need that. It's like a 9 to 5. It shows you what workers do, basically, in the world of, like, if that makes sense. It shows you the workers do in the world of the business side. So, but when I first went to school, my associate degree, it was for filming. And I was feeling it, you feel me? But it was like, I wanted to be an actor. Now, granted, the thing that I learned in the filming world and all that, others you trying to play with me. I learned for real, you feel me? So it's a few things that I learned, but I didn't take it that serious. I was really there, honestly. I told everybody I wasn't for the wrong reasons. I was going first because everybody was going, and I went because female was there. I wasn't really taking it serious. So that being said, I stopped after my second year. I think before I was about to be finished, I just dropped out. I said, like, forget it. I had like maybe 3 semesters or two semesters left. And I just said, forget it. I just stopped going. So I got through 1 year, but that second year I just was like, I ain't doing it. I'm here for the wrong reasons. And then, but now the reason why I say I won't go back is because I know why I want to go back. So I know when I go back, I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get it done, and I'm gonna get out of there when I need to. But when I first went, I was just going, like getting up, feel like you're doing something for real with your life, basically. And that's what when you come out of high school, you gotta figure out what you want to do with your life. Because if not, you start doing things like getting up for no reason, or you become lazy too. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to become that. I'm not saying, like I said, school not for everybody. If you want to do a trade, it's a good trade here to make good money. Electricians, mechanics, plumbing. You get what I'm saying? And then how you look at it as too is because how you look at it as too is that when it comes to those trades, it don't mean you gotta go work for somebody. You can start your own business with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trade though, and it costs you way less than what college would. Even trucking, I got a few friends that do trucking. One of my friends who rap, shout out to Twin, you feel me? He got his own CDLs. You get what I'm saying? But his goal is to, once he get in his career with the entertainment, with the rapping and all that, he wants to buy a truck, have his old trucking company. But he went that route because he didn't finish college. He got out, he went to a 4-year school, but he got out, I think, his second year, and then he wound up, like a year or two later, he went to get his CDLs, and he started doing trucks and all that, then he started banging out to the music. But nevertheless, it's just more so it's we are here to get money. I tell everybody that. But my best thing now, I tell everybody is, I think a lot of us have stress on us from 18 to like, 25? Let me say 18 and probably like, 25. You get that stress like, yo, what I'm gonna do? My life, then you see people beside you or around you who doing this and doing that. Everybody, first of all, everybody's timing is different. Just be patient. Don't hate. Just, be who you are, genuine love. Congratulate them. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like that 18-25 mark is room for failure. You get what I'm saying? You're going to fail. There's no failure there's no success without failure. So I feel like even me, this is my second podcast, and this is my best one, and I got it with the best person that I probably ever worked with so far. So you get what I'm saying? I'm just being real though, but it's timing though. I thought that my first podcast was going to be the one that I take serious and go that didn't work out. So I came back around and now, but it's failure though. I see what I did wrong getting it. I even sent it to her. She saw it before we even started this. You get what I'm saying? So you see certain things, you grow. I think the 18-25 mark is growth. You learning who you are. You learning what you like to do. Some of us get it early. That's fine. But the ones who don't put that much pressure on yourself. You know what I mean? It's like how I think I saw a quote that say 26 years old is when you really start. That's when your life really starts. And that's true. Because, man, shorty been lit. Big lit. Behind closed doors. But yeah, he big lit. We don't show you everything. You know what I'm saying? But that shit I'm not sleeping. Believe that.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a rapper?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Any
Mama! Before I do Quavo. I mean,
God. Take off.
Take off.
But, yeah, I agree. I was reading an article, and it was 10 life lessons that you learn in your early 20s. And the first one is, to understand that you're gonna fail early and you're going to fail often, right? I think when we're growing up, we want to succeed. And I saw something on social media where it was like social media will have you thinking you're failing at 23 years old.
Yeah, that's what it too. Yeah,
and that's because everybody nowadays is getting fast money, or they either influencers and they're making 40K a month off of YouTube, and they're 22 years old, and now they're sitting on, now they're sitting on your television telling you that you failed because you're not doing what they're doing, and it confuses you, and it's like, yo, relax. I think you're not meant to have it all together at this age. I think the beauty of it is learning and progression. I think for us though, it's hard to accept it. I think one of my things is where I thought I would be at 26 is where I'm not. And it's hard to accept what I can't change at the moment. The only thing that I can change is what happens going forward. And that's the hardest thing to truly dissect and digest when you're in your 20s and you're trying to grow, because you feel like you not only feel the people around you, but you failed yourself. And it's hard to accept failure in any form when you're trying to grow. So remember that failing early and failing often, it's a normal thing, and that you don't need to have it all together. My focus is 30. My focus is I'm good. When I hit 30, all right, I need to be this, and this. And at 26 is not 26, but just your 20s in general is the time to really just trial and error. That's what the 20s are. Trial and error. What you do stuff, figure out if it works or not. If you fail, then, get back up, try again. If you fail, get back up, try again. I think one thing I have to figure out and I have to learn is that I can't keep making the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Over and over again. Twice is enough. You know what I'm saying? Third time at this point, like, damn, keep making it. Keep making it. And that's the tough part.
I look at it like this too. People gotta understand, like I said, go back to timing. Like, it's about timing. Everybody's timing is different. I got friends who got many mansions at my age right now. It's about 5 bedroom, 9 bathroom houses. You get what I'm saying? It's just them and probably their kid in there. But the thing that the route that they took was different from mine. You get what I'm saying? He did, I think it was car salesman. Shout out to Tay. You get what I'm saying? He did car salesman for real, you feel me? But I look at that as motivation. I got another guy, Ty, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Urban Nurse. You feel me? Got his own house at 25 too. You feel what I'm saying? Living by himself. You know what I mean? Lazy single if you're looking for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, but I can look at that and look at and take it two different ways. I can look at it and be like, damn, yo, what I'm doing wrong that they doing. Or I can look at it as, yo, that's what's up. You get what I'm saying? I love it. You get what I'm saying? And I know that my time is different. I tell everybody for real, Jay-Z first album, The Reasonable Doubt, he dropped it at 26 years old. 26. You feel what I'm saying? He had, the first time he dropped it for real, he took it back because I guess it wasn't making that much noise. So he had re-dropped it at 26 years old. Kevin Hart's first big movie, he was 32. So these are people that I look at and say that is different. But Tupac was on since he was a kid. Now, granted, he passed away, but Jay-Z still would have surpassed him anyway. As far as like what Jay-Z did in the game and stuff like that. Now, granted, I can't really say it too much, but I'm just going off of the time and of what Jay-Z did even up to this day in his 50. You get what I'm saying? Now, who else was a kid star? Bow Wow, Kid, Romeo, Kid. They not doing as big as what some of these people who started late. You get what I'm saying? It's about timing. I did look up for real the KFC owner because I knew people use him as a thing too, as an example too. He started his KFC business at 40 years old. He didn't start the franchise until he was 62. He didn't become an icon until he was 75.
Well, I didn't know that.
So that just shows you it's just everybody's time. And KFC is on every goddamn corner in America.
In Africa.
God damn. You get what I'm saying?
and Sweden.
And Sweden.
And London. The UK. But the UK
he across the country.
It's a little bit better than the US.
You get what I'm saying? To 75. So it took him from 62 to 75. You get what I'm saying? So that's what, 13 years to become an icon.
Yeah.
So that just shows you it's just literally about timing. Don't put that much stress on yourself that young. You get what I'm saying? Like, God might give you a different view. Like I said, I tell everybody this now. Like, I truly believe I came out here for comedy and acting, of course, but the podcast was really like catching my attention. You get what I'm saying? And it's also, I feel like that's what's gonna open doors for me and the other entertainment, for acting and comedy and all that. But it's more so of, I didn't come out for the podcast. I was gonna do it, but I wasn't gonna do it like how I'm doing it now. You get what I'm saying? It was more so I was gonna comedy and acting. But
so pretty much go at your own pace.
Go at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? But going at your own pace don't mean like slack. You get what I'm saying? Like, that means I learned that too.
Yeah, God's timing is the best timing.
Yeah.
As always, people
keep putting the work
say
in
that.
for real. Yeah, just keep putting the work in.
Prayer without work don't work.
Don't work. You know what I'm saying? You can't manifest nothing if you ain't putting no work in, baby.
Facts. The second thing that they said that, again, this is 10 life lessons to learn in your 20s, is you can't force friendships. Right? There's a lot of friendships I've had to let go.
You don't know me good. I'll let you know me good.
It's a lot of friendships that I've had to let go.
Yeah, me too.
And in the process of letting go, I was very confused. And I didn't want to let go.
Facts.
But now that I'm older, I see why I had to let that go. Anybody that knows me knows that loyalty runs very heavy. But it's not about being loyal. I think it's about knowing that that person was only in your life for a period of time, and it was their blessings. There were also lessons that you learned, and now you just gotta keep it pushing.
And everybody can't go on that roller coaster. I mean, on that ride with you. Like, it's only a certain people for real, and God knows it. I've been praying lately for real, and one of my prayers been to remove anybody that's not supposed to be with me on the journey. Anybody was supposed to be, keep them close and continue to keep me right by shoulder with the right people who's supposed to be on my journey with me. But like she said, like, don't force friendship. And then when you force it to you can ruin it forever. So you don't want to do that.
I feel like if that person is meant to be your friend, then y'all can definitely go through any turmoil. Y'all can go through any hardships, and things will always be solid. And those hardships only bring your friendship closer, only allows y'all to be closer, and your bond to be just phenomenal. I'm beyond grateful for those that are around me. Like, I can only thank God for them, to be honest. Honestly, like, all jokes aside, I joke with him, but I tell him often, or maybe I don't tell you as often as I should, that I'm very okay, because you want it on camera. That I'm very grateful for our friendship. Outside of the podcast, granted, people may think what they want to think, but we have a very solid friendship. Nothing that was forced. Like we always say, the chemistry was beyond just real, and I don't want anybody to like misconstrue like the chemistry to being something more than what it is. And I think that it's just a blessing to have true friends. And granted, with everything going around and just social media and how our world is set up, men and women being friends are just like, ain't no female friends. Like what? We did question of the week and someone was like, that shit ain't, that shit ain't it.
Like y'all gotta be doing, like, people, I mean, you gotta be doing something with that person. It's really genuine, like,
genuine love, genuine friendship, genuine understanding. If I'm fucking up, he's holding me accountable, and vice versa. If I'm down on something, he's holding me up and telling me like, yo, you're worth more than this. And I think that in itself holds a lot of weight, and that's what's important, and that's why friendships are important. So don't force no friendship. Allow people to come and go as they please, in the sense of, if people come and go out your life, you just know what they're there for. And take people for what they show you. Don't ever second guess or don't ever second guess what they show you. They're showing you they not shit. They not shit.
Like, it's just so hard because I say, because she is loyal, and it is like when you're dealing with loyal people, it's hard for people to let somebody go. No matter how many times you like can see signs, it's hard because you like, yo, you wouldn't do that, but it's like, but that just shows you like if you want to elevate or not. If you want to be around that, you continue, but it's going to bring you down at some point. So you gotta just let it go. And how they say, it hurts longer if you hold on to it rather than letting it go.
Right away. For sure. The third thing is, you're not supposed to accomplish all of your goals, and that's just reality. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
I think we have so many goals that we want to accomplish in life, right? Even me, I have a 30 before I turn 30 list. Like, everything I want to do before I turn 30, right? Every year there's a different goal, right? But we don't accomplish all the goals, and then we get upset with ourselves, and then it goes back to us thinking that we failed, right? And then it goes back to rule number 1: failing early is normal, and failing often is going to happen, right? But we always have a goal. Like, we can have monthly goals, weekly goals. Not every last one of those goals is getting accomplished.
Big facts.
And we have to understand that every goal that we put out there will not all get accomplished, because that's way too many goals. And sometimes those goals weren't really meant for us.
And the goals is probably like, that's not God's timing.
And
like,
then
he probably meant like, boy, you think you get about 30? I'm like, you about 35. Either way, you got it, but you didn't get it when you thought you were gonna get it. But it's fine.
And I think the goals that are the most important ones are the ones that travel as you grow, right? And I think too, some people's goals reflect other people's goals, so they're not necessarily your goals. But because somebody else has it, you want it. And so in that light, you don't need it, right? So that goal is not something you're going to accomplish, because it's not a goal you ever really wanted to begin with. It's a goal that you saw somebody else put down. You like, oh yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, hell yeah. I want to be skinny, but this. Like, that's my goal too. Knowing damn well you don't even care, or whatever the case may be. Like, oh yeah, I want to get into makeup. Knowing damn well that's not your thing.
And people have done that. Oh, I want to do this, the lashes, do that, and they don't take it serious.
And they don't take it serious. And then you see, you see the money, you see the revenue, you see the income. You like, hell yeah, I can do that shit. But that's not your goal, and that's not your passion. That's not your path. And you can't look at somebody and think it was easy because you don't understand. You don't know what the trials and tribulations they went through to succeed in the things that they succeed. So stick to what you're passionate about and stick to your purpose. And I think, you know, before all of that, like we said in our spiritual talks, knowing your purpose in life is what drives you, and that is also what's going to help you with coming up with your goals that match you. And that's a simple.
No, for real though. And just to add up before we go to the next thing is I want to shout out Vaughn Hebron. If I said the name right, bro. But yeah, big bro for real. You feel me? So he had posted he works for Tyler Perry. I probably saw him on the Oval. He posted the what is it called? The script, and it was a lot of it was probably 400 or 500 pages of what they had to read through. Right, and his quote said, "Be careful what you wish for." And when I saw that, shout out to Mace too, my man. We had both questions. We're like, yo, that's crazy, because when we saw it, we didn't even get discouraged. Like, damn, do I really want to do that? Cause that's how I was reading. And I got told, and like man said, we don't like reading. I don't like reading for you feel me? But just because my passion for it, it's about having a passion for it. When you watching it for the wrong, if you're doing things for money, you're not gonna succeed. Because at some point in time, when it gets hard or it gets tough, you're gonna give up. So it's about the passion, the drive of it, like I said, and it's the determination and the will, because it just means that much to you. And when I saw that, I actually smiled, and it was crazy. I smiled inside. I'm like, damn, like I really want to read all that. Like, and it's because it's not just a dream to me; it's a passion of mine. I want to be an actor. Acting is not all I want to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's more so of, and when you have that passion, look into your craft and really see what you need to work on before you even get there. Even like myself, I have talking problems because I talk too fast. And my accent, so like I was telling B before off camera, like I'm really going into speech therapy to try to get myself together, because on that screen is totally different. So it's more so of, but that's because I have a passion for it. If it was like, I love basketball, I love football, I love sports as a whole, I ain't really trying to go work out every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to, but I ain't really trying to. You get what I'm saying? But you have football players who are the best, like Jordan and them, who worked out every day, like, because that was their passion. You get what I'm saying?
The last to lead the gym.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta have it's about passion. So when you say the goals, like I said, it's starting to make sense now. Every goal is not not for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's more so that passion behind it. If you have passion behind it for real and you mean that, then
you're gonna succeed.
You're gonna succeed, brother.
For sure.
That's just I'm sorry.
The fourth one. No one actually knows what the hell they are doing, yo.
Big facts.
You're not meant to know what you're doing in life, right?
Big facts.
It's like I said, your 20s is trial and error, right? Now, granted, what I will say is, when you're put in a situation where you're no longer dependent on yourself, but somebody else is dependent of you, you need to figure out what the hell you're doing. In that aspect. But if you're 20 years old, no kid, no husband, no wife, no nothing, you're not meant to be perfect. And that's, I mean, in general, even if you do have a wife, a kid, or husband, whatever, you're not meant to be perfect. You're not meant to know everything. You're not meant to follow everything in a T. You're not meant to know when you're gonna graduate, when you're gonna get this, when you're gonna get that, when you're gonna hit your first meal, when you're gonna get your first business. You're not meant to know any of that. It's literally trial and error. You walk and you learn as you go. Like, hey, like a baby, you know, first you gotta crawl, then you gotta walk, then you learn how to run. Like, it's timing, y'all, and it's just being patient. I think, like I said,
discipline and being patient.
Yeah, social media confuses us.
Big fact.
And we just, listen, social media, we just need to learn that social media is only for pleasurement, in the sense, entertainment. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's all for entertainment. And if you try to put that in and look for more substance for social media, that's when you become lost. You don't need to look for substance or guidance through social media. You need to look at God. So all that extra stuff is it's gonna confuse y'all. I even seen, like, it's off topic but still on topic, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's new song WAP, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, no, let's not say that. I like the song.
WAP?
That's not, my parents listen to this.
Oh, Sorry, y'all. Sorry, big home.
Many like speculations on like people really don't like the song because it's like, oh my god, it's vulgar, degrading women. Oh my god, is this what our children is listening to? I seen this one white lady, she put out that Cardi B and Meg took women 10 steps back. And I just am confused on why people feel like celebrities and social media should be influencing our children. Because it's all entertainment, right?
Facts.
When I grew up, you gotta think about what we were listening to. We had Gemini, we had Riding My Pony.
Gemini?
What's his name? Genuine. Sorry. Genuine.
Shit, we had Trina.
We had Trina. My Neck. Come on, look back at it.
What?
Now, nigga, you had My Neck, My Back.
What? So big like the sun. Hope you
got a mouthful. I'm trying to come on, slap it in my face.
That ain't changed our mind or nothing.
It did.
Niggas still want to get married. Niggas still want to like. It's like I feel like people thinking too deep into stuff. But
I think more so of it is that we are expecting people who don't know us and people who don't know our children to influence them. It's cool to have an idol or whatever the case may be, but growing up, it didn't matter like what me and my mother's relationship was like. Her hard work, her drive in life, she was my idol until this day is. No other artist can compare it to the woman that raised me, right? And I feel like nowadays, if there's more people in other people's lives to influence them, then yes, my brothers can listen to any song, any lyric, anything, but they know how to treat a woman. They know how to respect other women. And just off of they were raised by my dad don't play that and all of that. I feel like, why are we expecting these celebrities and social media to raise our children?
I feel like the ones who are getting influenced and doing the thing that the music is saying or whoever else is saying to do are the ones who parents are probably not in their life how that's supposed to be.
Yeah, and
they're not affecting them because at the end of the day, if you let that song as a woman feel like you went 10 steps back, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
It's to make us buy the song or listen to it.
Literally taking, and like Cardi B said, there's women out there, there's conscious women rappers, there's conscious men rappers. But are they the ones that's in the mainstream? No, because in reality, that's not what people are trying to listen to or try to hear. But again, like I said, off topic but on topic. The point is, social media shouldn't confuse you and make you think that this is the way your life is supposed to be, and this is the way you're supposed to have shit. Like, granted, I love the whole city girl, hot girl summer shit, but that ain't for everybody, okay?
And it's the key word she said over and over again: entertainment. It's only gonna last for so long. It's gonna stop.
But then my thing is, you don't really need to be that girl who's trying to get flued out or who's out here trying to do this or extra that.
And I want to get flued out. Hey, they just one of them.
First of all, the ones who get flued out been getting flued out before this.
Before that, all they did was expose it.
That's it. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You're not supposed to know what the hell you're supposed to do. You're supposed to figure shit out for you. And I cannot stress this enough. This is not like a biblical place, but y'all really gotta connect with a higher being. Because if you're really that influenced by what's going on in social media, or feel like you have to follow that path, you're not following the right thing. You're not being guided by the right thing.
And that's just their lyrics for real. They felt like their lyrics. Oh, you think that Megan ain't gonna get a man because of what she said? Listen to me.
First of all,
men don't give a. If we want to marry her, we're gonna marry her regardless.
But my thing is, I'm not Meg, honey, and I'm not gonna check on Meg pussy or who been in it. That ain't got nothing to do with
and
me.
I can guarantee you this too, right? This ain't entertainment. Most of the time, the thing that those women or men are saying to music, they are not like that in real life. That's what you don't understand, because it's entertainment. What I do on the stage is not how I am, or what I say in real life. It's for my people to get what they need out of me. Entertain. That's it. After that, after my time is stopped, I'm done.
Over.
It's over. So what she did instead of that, she gonna still get married. You know about if you gonna get married.
And Cardi B cook, y'all. Stop trying to play with.
Stop it. She's talking about this how I got it. She cook, clean, all that. First of all, she's Spanish, so I know they clean. They know
and
that.
they cook.
And they cook like a motherfucker. So it's not what she is entertainment. And she didn't write her lyrics all the time either. So it's just more so she just saying somebody else wrote for her. Sometimes.
It's entertainment. It's at the end of the day. If you cannot switch off and understand the difference between entertainment and reality, then that's on you. Like again, you need to go to God. You need to pray wherever temple, mosque, church.
Okay,
you need it. You need it. Anyways, 5. Most people in this world want the same thing, and that's simple: to succeed. All right, to be able to financially handle themselves, right? And not in the sense of trying to buy Louis, Prada, Gucci, all that. Like, that's not success in life. If you can buy that, cool. If not,
it's
cool. It's trophies, and you don't really need those, right? I think success in life is being able to, like Jay-Z said, you can't say you rich if you the only one who got the money.
Facts.
And then everybody else around you ain't got nothing.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my main goal in life, period.
Yes, I'm going to consider myself wealthy when I can sit around and look at my table and say we all eat.
What Jay-Z say in the song, shorty? I said 91,000 on a wine bill. Whole time keep it 100. That was one bill. That was his homeboy that y'all don't even know about. That y'all already see in music videos, all that. That was his homeboy. You get what I'm saying? He just saying that everybody around him is good.
Everybody around him got money. Everybody, because if one make it, we all make it.
We all
right?
make it.
We all trying to put each other on, and that's just in general. Success is what everybody wants, but I feel like, again, with social media and everything that goes on, this whole thing on, you have to have this certain type of money, you have to have this certain type of car, you have to have this certain type of lifestyle, you have to have all of this to succeed, is false information. Like, hey, listen, if I give me a little stack, best believe if I want to show it off, I'm gonna show it off. But don't think that that's my lifestyle for real. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just people. You just want to get out of that humble mode.
Yeah, I'm tired of being humble.
Let me show y'all, and then come back into your little bubble.
My little bubble.
Yeah,
but y'all didn't know that. Stop playing with me. You thought I ain't had.
And that's really just it. I think people feel like that has to be their life to flex every day. It's not. It's not your life. You don't need to do it. And it's okay if you don't. Because the richest man looks like the poorest one.
Tell her to say it again.
So
when you see Bill Gates, that nigga got on basic shit.
Not even just Bill Gates, like all of them. Zach, what's it called? The one who owns Facebook.
Yeah, regular niggas.
Yeah, the one who owns Amazon.
Jeff. Big boy, he ain't
big, and listen, his wife took a lot of money.
He's still good.
He's still up.
Still up.
Throughout this whole corona, he's the only one that was winning for real.
Winning. Hey,
Amazon was up.
What's up with it?
Okay.
You can throw something this way.
Honey,
you want to invest in it?
I'm saying. We can make some items for you for Amazon.
We good.
What?
Bro, no bullshit. Yeah.
You know, and then J. Cole too. I think J. Cole is J. Cole is one of those rappers who he's so successful in the things that he do, but you would never know. He's very private. And I think, you know, it's not for everybody to be show offy. And then some people, if you are, there's nothing wrong with that as well. That's just you.
I say be careful.
For sure. Be careful.
Everybody has a job in this world. Some people don't have 9 to 5. They stick up people, so
they rob folks. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, number 6. Understand and notice the world could give 2 fucks about you. And that's life, right? The world isn't here to please you, and neither are the people in it.
Just like my man Lamar say, nobody cares work harder.
Yeah.
So nobody cares.
Nobody cares. And that's just life. It's not meant for people to care. And if you're always looking for a pat on the back, a validation, or a shoulder to cry on, you're going to be stuck in this world doing the same dumbass. Like, you have to, as selfish as it is, I feel like we always have to understand that nobody got us but us, right? We got us. Like, I got me, he got him. If all fails, God got us. Like, that's it. In this world, you came in here alone, you're gonna die alone, okay? Unless you was a twin.
Now, different. Now, just because she said selfish don't mean
literally be selfish. Because again,
you gotta know your time. Yeah. Like, when to be selfish and when to give everybody what, you know, out of you.
I think what it really means is that you stop expecting so much from other people to do things for you or help you out. Like, if that person don't want to help you out, that's just them. You get what I'm saying? And can't cry about it, gotta keep it pushing.
And it's not even, you know, to add on that, it's not even that they don't want to help for real. Sometimes people mindset is not like yours. So I was one of those people for real too, that like not more so depend, but like if she give me
the same thing.
So if she give me an idea about something and it's towards me for real, I'm gonna be like, oh, why are you gonna help me? But that ain't probably what she was probably giving me an idea just to say, oh, yo, use this and go from there. So it's like I'm learning that, and I'm getting over that too, because I always like more so you can say depend, but not really dependent, because I do it on my own, but it's more so of I'm expecting it because you said something about it, or you gave me an idea that you was going to pitch into, but you really did for real. It was just probably God using you to talk to me. That's how I look at it. So yeah, I mean, just know when to be selfish and when not to be selfish. That's all.
Yeah, that's honestly life. Like this whole world, this whole thing of, oh, nobody cares about me, nobody want to help me, we can't. I feel like self-pity is only allowed for a certain amount of time, right? But at a certain point, you have to get up and you have to get it. You have to grind. You have to have that mentality of succeeding. You have to want that that fire, that burning sensation of just wanting to succeed in life, and not for anybody else but for you. Yeah. And as soon as you do it, then you bring on everybody else around you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. That's just the truth.
Big facts.
And number 7, right? Pop culture is full of extremes and practice moderations, right? Meaning that what we've been saying, stop being so consumed into social media and what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts.
Social media is nothing but entertainment. Pure entertainment.
Entertainment, that's it. We're entertainment.
Yeah, you can't be consumed into what you think your life should be based off of.
And don't look for nobody, and don't. I think a lot of us do this too. Is we compare. Like, damn, yo, what is, like I said earlier, what is she doing? What is he doing that I'm not doing? Like, don't worry about it. Like, it's timing, bro. Like, everybody, you might literally, when your time come, they're gonna look at you and be like, yo, what the hell did he do that I did? But it's just everybody's timing is different. You get what I'm saying? Just congratulate and show love, and that's it. You get what I'm saying? Because when your time come, it might be bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? They got a big house, right? She got a big house. I'm still living in an apartment. But when my time comes, I got a bigger house than her. It doesn't mean that, oh, you was doing the angel with her or try to. No, it's just about timing. When your time comes, enjoy it, live in it. Cause when your time comes, you don't want to miss it either. Cause a lot of people would be worried about some other people and what they doing and where they going, and that you forget about your time, and your time go straight past you.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like more so of it is, if you going, I feel like envy and hate don't never. Envy, hate, and success don't mix, right? Right. I believe in karma wholeheartedly. Karma will get you when you least suspect it, and it'll bite you in the ass. So please, I feel like just focus on you. If anything, use whatever you don't have as a motivation, and it's key to get it.
Big facts.
That's all that it is. Number 8, the sum of the little things matter much more than the big things. Meaning, the little things that you do in life matter, because those are the things that add up to give you the things.
Kaboom.
Yes, it gives you, like, so Mark Zuckerberg, the one who owns Facebook, right? They called him an overnight success, and he said, if you mean by overnight success means staying up all night coding and figuring out things for the past 6 years, then yes, I was an overnight success. And that's just the little things, right? Staying up constantly all night coding, figuring out different things to finally come up with Facebook after 6 years. That didn't happen overnight. It happened after 6 years. You have to understand, these people who are successful didn't happen overnight. Success never happens overnight.
And if it does, you don't really want overnight success, because when the hard times come, you don't know how to deal with it, because you never been through it. You got overnight success.
No. And then too, I've heard people say like Cardi B was overnight success. Cardi B was not an overnight success. Like, that girl worked hard for a lot of things that she got. She started off doing the whole Instagram thing and getting her face, her platform out there, and because she didn't want to just be a stripper in the Bronx. Like, I think
people compare overnight success to when people you never heard about come out of nowhere. That's not
come out the woodwork.
You just ain't know about them.
Yeah,
now you do. You know what I'm saying? But they put that work in for you to know about them now. That's all it is.
And just give them their props. Give props when props is due.
Straight up.
Just understand that the little things that you're doing now, especially with us in this podcast, right? The little things that we're doing for this podcast, it's all going to add up after some years, and things are going to go crazy.
And don't come on the bandwagon then. I mean, she wants you.
I do.
Y'all know how I'm coming.
I welcome all. God has told me to be enough.
I ain't the one.
Listen,
You know
God has humbled me enough throughout the years.
I'm humble. I'm just saying.
Where I will still welcome you. I'm just saying, come now versus later.
Kiss my like.
All right.
I'm black.
Anyways, number 9, the world is not as a scary place as you think it is. Live life, yo. I think don't get so consumed in your failures, right? Don't get so consumed in the things that you have yet to achieve. Again, because the key word is yet. Yes, it does. And it's yet, right? You have yet to achieve it. Doesn't mean you're not going to. It just means you're not there yet. Like, continue to work hard, but definitely continue to enjoy life. God didn't put you in this world just to work.
Everybody has a purpose.
Everybody has a purpose. Tap into it. Enjoy life. Don't be afraid of what the world can give you, what life can give you. And don't be afraid to really be who you are, like your true self, and as a whole, right? And just enjoy it, right? And that's all I can really say. Just enjoy it. Whatever you want to do it with no hesitation, right? No judgment, no cares what other people may think or perceive you to be like. If you want to be a goofy person, cool. If you want to have an OnlyFans page, then cool. If you want to sit here and twerk all day, then cool. If you want to listen, if you want to pray 5 times a day and be whatever you want to be,
join you.
Cool. If you want to, whatever you want to do in life, do it without any cares, because people are meant to judge, and that's just reality of it.
And learn that life is
what you make it.
Yeah, and it's really, you get what I'm saying, like, when it comes to your goals, when you don't achieve them, when you feel like you should achieve them, or you ain't put them in the right place to get there, right, it's about adjusting. You don't never change the goal. You just change the plan.
Yep.
Adjust it for real, you feel me? Like I said, I never would have thought that I'll leave my child to come down here to chase a dream. But since I've been down here, I feel like it's the right thing. So now it falls on me to stay focused and get to where I need to get to. So, yeah. Yep.
And
life is fun, man.
Yeah, life is fun. And last but definitely not least, remember that your parents are people too, right?
Facts. Go ahead. Let's talk about that. we got some. Hey, I love you, Dad. My love, but Dad, you know what's up. Hey, go ahead.
I think
you can start that.
Honestly, I think as kids and growing up, the things that our parents did, or the rules that they had put in place, or however strict they were, we didn't really like it, right? Yeah. And it just made it. I know for me, just growing up in my household, I felt like I had a lot more pressure put on me compared to any of my other siblings, and it annoyed me. Like, for me, it was like a magnifying glass for me. Like, everything I did was on a threshold, like, and I felt like I failed at every little aspect in life my parents wanted me to succeed in. And it was hard to, as I grew older, I understood, right, that they didn't want me to live the life that they lived. They don't want me to work as hard as they worked. But I think the thing is that they don't realize that their hard work and determination in life is made me who I am today. Like, one thing about me, my work ethic speaks for itself. When I do something, I put my all into it. And that's just always been me, but that's because I grew up seeing that within my parents. And granted, I don't want to work as hard as them. My mom worked 2 jobs, so did my dad, just to provide. And I don't want to be that parent that has to work so many jobs, but somehow, some way, they were still there. Like, volleyball games, soccer games, cheerleading, doctor's appointments, taking us on trips, doing little activities. We did bowling night every weekend. What? Get out of here. Daddy, Yaya, let them know.
Stop it.
Let them know.
Dad, Mom, tell her. This bowling thing running deep in the face.
Okay.
Uncle Tony, I'm smack. Tell her.
We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. But definitely, I was looking back at it, I'm a lot more appreciative, and I have to understand that my parents sacrificed a lot for me and my siblings, and that a lot of the time, some of the things that they wanted to do for themselves, they weren't allowed to do because their children came first. And now that we're older and I see my parents, My dad just upgraded my mother's ring after 27 years of marriage.
Yes,
whoop, whoop.
sir.
You know, that ring looked real
win.
nice, right? Yeah. My parents are having fun. Their 27th anniversary, they went to the lake, went out for the weekend. Like, now they're enjoying themselves, right? Because their kids are kind of grown now, kind of doing their own thing. Granted, they have my 14-year-old. They still have to. I mean, they still taking care of all of us. I ain't gonna lie. Less me now. I be trying not to ask for much. Trying. But now they live in a life where they're comfortable. They're in their 50s, right? And I think for them, it's like, we don't want you to wait until you're in your 50s to live a comfortable life. Like.
But I think that's where I think parents got it like misconstrued and like mixed up, because when they don't understand the pressure that you put on us, it made us take certain routes. Like, oh, you gotta go to school, you gotta go get a job. So now when our head is working, go to school, get a job, a good job, and boom, boom. But really, sometimes I think our generation changed a lot of things when it comes to chasing the dream and all that. I feel like our parents had a bunch. Every parent had dreams. My grandmother, everybody had dreams. But I feel like back then, growing up, it was different. So they felt like this comes first. And I
think back then, dreams wasn't a reality.
It wasn't reality, and I feel like our generation changed that. Like, they show you like, no,
you can really do something.
So now when we tell our parents our dreams or our goals, they want to achieve, they be like, but you gotta have a plan B if that don't, or plan C. But they don't understand
it's not even that. But how you getting money right now?
Exactly. and the thing about it is that you ain't got to take care of us for to do the dream. But I feel like they have to, because, well, how you going to get around? Da, 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 da. That's when it becomes you find your way. That's part of growing. That's part of life. Life is the best lesson you learn. So it's like with my father, for real, I tell everybody, like, you're my biggest fan, but he was also the one who, like, always shot things down too, because he felt like you gotta have a plan B in case plan A don't work. And I always tell him, and he can tell you yourself, plan B is for plan A to work. If plan B don't work, then plan C to make sure plan B and plan A work. And it goes all the way back to what? Plan A. Plan A gonna have to work. Cause that was my thing. And sometimes before you have that child, like I feel like B wasn't understanding to you, that it person. You're the it. God picked you to be it. So if you don't do it, who do you think I'm gonna pick up in your family to do it? It might be later on in your life, or later on when you older. It might be your great grandkids. You get what I'm saying? Like, it be that, for real though. It be that it though. You get what I'm saying? Like, so if you that it, I feel like that's why I feel like our generation, for real, when we have kids, like my daughter, if she want to be an actor, I can't wait. Even if I don't become the actor that I want to be, she might surpass me. I can't wait, because I understand what it feel like to chase a dream and turn it to reality. So it's like, when you understand, and I feel like too, for real, our parents ain't do that. So in that, like you said, for a dead dream, it didn't look like reality. Like I was saying though, yeah, I just feel like, long story short, parents, because like she said, the dream reality thing, they didn't see the reality in it. Even if they see people that are successful, they didn't see their dream because they didn't understand the sacrifices and all that. But like I said, God picked that it. If you're that it, then it's really on you at that moment. Because if you don't do it, he might do it later on. Where it's further down the road, where you'll probably even get to see it, who the it. But if you right now, if you don't do it, your kid probably not that it, or it's probably you to open doors for your family. Like how she said to you previously, which was, she said that the thing about, if you're the only one rich in your family, like you're the only one that's getting the money, then you're really not rich. Spiritually, financially, none of that. Because you're the only one so if you fall off, you back to square one. Because nobody to give you a boost back up there. They take the sacrifices, just stay prayed up. That's point blank period. Stay prayed up and put the work in, and understand that it's gonna be sacrifices to take. Don't be afraid. Go for it.
Yeah, I think for me, just to like wrap up this episode, I think what I wanna make people understand is that you're doing a lot better than what you think you are. And to never doubt yourself, and to always stay hopeful, right? And prayed up, of course. Don't allow yourself to go in like a depression. I know for me personally, I always sink in. Like when shit gets tough, there's people I know that's like, They try to do things to distract them for what's going on in their lives. I'm not that type of person. I kind of put myself in a bubble, and I'm really standoffish, and I kind of just want to like focus on whatever I feel at the time I need to focus on. One thing I've said, I think I even said it in a spiritual talk, that lately I've been feeling very unbalanced in life, and I really had to step back and just kind of figure out and refocus myself, recognize what I've been doing wrong, and trying to not put myself in a funk or in a hole, right? Because it's never a good thing. So honestly, continue to stay prayed up, even when you're doing good. Don't just go to him when you're failing, or when you're down on yourself. Even when you're succeeding in life, and when things are good, continue to pray, continue to have faith. And that's really the biggest thing, is having faith in yourself, having faith in what's meant for you will be for you. And no one can take that from you.
And that's real, because basically, like she said about you're not really doing as bad as you think. You get what I'm saying? At 23, you might have a car. At 23, somebody else don't have a car. You might have a house. Somebody else don't have a, like, it's you breathing. Some people are not breathing.
And that's really the biggest blessing of all,
like,
to be alive and to be healthy, especially with everything going on COVID related. Like, I know I'm very thankful. I've gotten 3 tests done, and all of them came, what?
Oh, this shit on my phone.
I got 3 tests done. All of them came back negative, not undetected. And that's a blessing in itself, because everything with the pandemic, people are going crazy, and I've just been doing me.
Man, you know, I'm one of those friends, like, if she clear, I know I'm clear. I'm around her every day.
Very truthfully. Even though, granted, don't be that friend, because COVID is real. I'm not saying because I don't have it, it's not. It is truly real. There's people that I know personally who have had it, and it's honestly...
You was around them?
That's why I got tested.
Oh, shit, I got tested.
He's stupid. But anyway, COVID's real. So just be grateful and thankful for just the small little things. I always thank God that I even have a roof over my head.
Facts.
And that one thing the small things. One thing I'm very grateful for, especially for my parents, is that I know for a fact I can lose my car, I can lose a job, I'll never lose a house. We own this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for my parents for laying out the foundation to be able to always have something to come back to. Granted, I'm getting older, so I do want to like move out, but
I mean, shit, move out of where nobody else here but you and.
I want a space for my own.
Yeah,
but that's besides the point. Yeah. All I'm saying is that I'm grateful for that. This is one thing I can say a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't even have parents who are in their lives and who are very much, not just in their lives, but active roles in their lives. And I'm very grateful for that as well. No matter whatever my parents and I could go through, regardless, my parents are very active. Even when I don't want them to be, they very much are, and I'm very grateful for that. And so it's the small things, and that's really it.
Real. Oh boy.
And yeah, honestly, just remember, you're supposed to fail at your 20s. Your 20s is your trial and error period. Don't feel like you have to have it all together, because no one ever has it all together, not even a 72-year-old.
Yeah, no bullshit. And not even like she said, like you supposed to fail. Like we ain't saying go out there and just fail.
Yeah, we're not saying they're purposely fuck up.
Yeah, we just saying if you do,
it's okay.
You got a lot. Now, granted, you don't know when you're going, leave the earth, but just know that you got time.
I say take everything one day at a time. Focus on the things that you want to focus on. Learn how to balance the things in your life, and understand that. Yeah, balance is very much key, and understand that like I said, what's for you will always be for you. You just have to know what it is, and you have to want it as well. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's this episode.
Big game.
Big game.
Yes, sir.
All right, and on that note, this is
real people,
real vibe, real conversation. Peace. Oh, also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and share. Also, make sure to have that post notification bell so every time we do post, you guys know. Remember, audio posts on Monday at Anchor and all platforms. And the video gets posted on Wednesday. I am back on track with posting and editing and everything, y'all. I'm like a week in advance. I even have the next video edited. I'm grateful because I was slacking. I was slacking. So thank y'all so much.
Oh yeah, catch them on all the other ones too.
Please, if you didn't, go watch it. Go watch our last one, The Battle of the Sexes. All right.
My face still hurt.
On that note, deuces.
Like
Now don't waste no time. I'm trying to tell you, you can lean on me. Oh, I can see it in Hanks and B. Good game and it's coming free. Ain't out a dime, no tax, no fees. Deal shade, you a Christian, I see. Let's hit them all, everything on me. His and hers, his and hers, his and hers, his and hers.